Hello everybody, how are you? Good morning. It's me, Abdullah. My name is Abdullah. I am from Pakistan, 28 years old. Today we will talk about self. But it is important when two people meet for the first time, they must introduce to each other. So kindly you people also introduce yourself. Yes,
Okay.
madam, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Felisa.
Oh, good.
Hi everyone, my name is Carlos. I'm from Canary Islands, Spain.
Thank you. That's nice. Nice to meet you all. What do you think about life?
Life.
Yes.
Hard.
Okay, make it simple.
Yes,
If I say
correct.
the marker is a living thing or not, what you people will say?
I don't
Living
think so.
Yes.
Living thing.
No soul, no heart, no passion.
Because living things. Yeah. Because living things is more life, no? It's life.
Alive.
Oh,
Alive,
that is
yes,
life. If I say I am a living thing, I will be correct or not?
You are not a thing, you are a living person,
Yeah.
a human being. A human being.
Exactly, a human being. So, for the main difference, if we make it simple, every living thing is that thing which can grow and reproduce. If I say that this marker is not a living thing because it's once manufactured by the company, by the factory, it can reproduce itself by itself. It can grow, it cannot grow by itself. But all other living things, if we look to the plants, they reproduce. If we look to animals, they reproduce. If we look to humans, we have children, we reproduce. If we look to bacteria, if we look to viruses, if we look to fungus. So all the things that are in categories of living thing, they must grow and they must reproduce. But now coming towards this was like a little bit background. Because I already told you that today we will be talking about cell. Sorry, it's not
No.
visible. Okay, no problem. We will try another.
Hello.
It's a little bit good. Maybe the third one is.
What's gonna work?
This is now working. Okay, cell. Do you have heard about cell?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yes, please.
We all have cells inside, no?
Oh yes, but again, if we can make it more clear, so generally we speak that everything has a building block unit. Let's say we talk about this building. So the building block units of this building are bricks. We put bricks together one by one and we make a wall. Then we put a floor over it and a building is constructed. So everything that we see around us, they have a building block unit, tiny units which combine together and give structure to anything. For example, again coming to this marker, I am holding this marker. So you people are already of higher level, like not that much kids, so you know about atom. So atom is the building block unit of this marker. Many elements are atoms, they combine together and they make a solid thing. They make iron, they make steel, they make plastic. So the building block of that thing is atom. Same like is the case over here. If we think what will be the building block unit of human, what will
Cell.
be the building block unit of plant? Cell.
Cell.
What will be the building block unit of living thing? That is cell. Only the cell is which is creating living organism. Okay, and already you people know that what are living organisms. That is very clear to each of you. Anything which grow and reproduce simply, that is living organism. The building block of that living organism is cell. Now coming towards the cell, we have two main categories of cells. Which are they? Very simple. One are prokaryotes and the other are eukaryotes. And Now, these two categories, cell has been divided into two main categories, two main divisions. One are prokaryote cells and the other are eukaryote cells. Now, it is a little bit clarifying themselves by their names. Pro mean before or early. So, prokaryote cells are those cells which were very simple. Simple in terms of their construction, like bacteria. Very simple. Cytoplasm and nucleus. No cell organelles, no other materials inside this cytoplasm. So, every cell which is simple in its construction, that is prokaryotic cell. And again, if the cell is simple, then the living organism that is producing that will be also simple. Let's say bacteria, one cell organism. Amoeba, one cell organism. Fungi, one cell organism. Very simple organisms. They are by themselves one cell and one organism. Okay, it is clear. So they are prokaryotic cells. Now, bacteria, fungi, etc., they are prokaryotic organisms or prokaryotic cells. We can call them organism because that single cell is a whole organism. Okay, we have another category of viruses. Viruses are also prokaryotes, but sorry, no problem. We have to solve every problem. There is a solution to every problem. There are viruses. Okay, you people have heard many times about virus, and recently the COVID situation passed away. So this is very familiar term, virus. This is a very tricky organism. Tricky in the sense that it lies on the borderline. If we draw a borderline, this is living, this is non-living. So viruses lie over here on the border. Sometimes it behaves like living organism, sometimes it behaves like non-living organism. When it get comfortable condition, when it got favorable situation, it starts reproducing itself. So it's become to this side, into the living organism. We call it because it has the property of living organism, it can reproduce itself. But if the situation is not favorable, if it has not the suitable environment to reproduce, so it behaves like crystals, it behaves like solid, it behaves like non-living organism. Even it can survive in hot springs, and even it can survive in glaciers, in extreme situation, in high temperature to lowest temperature. Why? Because if I put iron in fire, nothing will happen to it, because iron has the property to sustain the fire, and that property is of non-living things. So same like the case is with this virus. Sometimes it behaves like non-living organism, and sometimes it start behaving like living organism. If the situation is not comfortable, it remains like non-living things. But when it gets favorable conditions, it activates itself, it starts reproducing. So the only thing that is that these viruses are on the borderline. Sometimes it's go to the class of living, sometimes to the non-living. Okay, the rest of the things are the living. Then in the living, some are prokaryotes, some are eukaryotes. Now going towards the eukaryotes, because the thing which we see, the thing which we feel, the thing which we observe, we give importance much to that. If we talk much more about bacteria, fungus, virus, so you people will not take much interest in it because you can't see it. You have never seen bacteria, you have never seen fungus. With your naked eyes, yes, I know bacteria is visible through microscope, fungi is visible through microscope, but you do not carry microscope every time with yourself to see that where is bacteria. So, coming towards the eukaryotes, then again eukaryotes are divided into two main categories. Like we are talking about living things. Living things are made up of cells. cells have two categories, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Now eukaryotes have again two main categories. Which are they? Plants and animals. Okay, is it clear to everybody? Plants. Let's suppose we say that we are learning, you people learn biology, you people learn zoology, you people learn botany. Okay, so in zoology we purely study animals, in botany we purely study plants, the life of plants, the life of animals. So these eukaryotes are divided into plants and animal kingdom, the whole living things which have basic structure and functional unit as a eukaryotic cell. They are divided into two kingdoms, kingdom Animalia and kingdom plant kingdom and animal kingdom. Now again there is a little bit difference between the cells of plants and the cells of animals. Maybe you people know, maybe you people know, not know. So let's also make it more clearful. I am sorry, I will erase some of these space. Like over here, coming towards the plant cell and towards the animal cell. Okay, we will directly draw the diagram. This is the nucleus, nucleolus, cell organelle. So there are many differences between animal cell and plant cell, and the most important is that these both are coming in the category of eukaryotic cell. But we must also draw the diagram of prokaryotic cell. So that is a simple cell, maybe cilia in some organism, maybe pseudopodia in some organism, but it has cytoplasm and nucleus. Between nucleus and cytoplasm there are no organelles. Now what are organelles? Organelles are the tiny factories inside the cell which make the cell working. Okay, so in simple organisms, in prokaryotic organisms, they are so simple that they are okay with only nucleus and cytoplasm. No complicated factory, no complicated things to manufacture. But in eukaryotes, they have many things, many cell organelles which have its individual function. So as a whole, one cell is again a big company that is manufacturing things for us, and again there are many machines installed in it which are known as cell organelles, and the main thing which is giving order to them what to manufacture is nucleus. Inside nucleus there is chromosome, inside chromosome there is DNA. You people will have heard about DNA. So DNA have the coding of all. If we take one cell of any plant or any animal, we can make a whole organism from that single cell because it has DNA, and its DNA has complete genome, and that genome contains the whole information about that organism. His eyes color, his hair colors, his physique, his brain, his heart, everything. That is the concept of cloning organism. You people have heard about clone. That some people say that we are cloning. So they take one cell and create a whole organism from there. The first clone was the sheep. You people name
The sheep.
Yes. So coming back towards the story, we were talking about the difference between plant and animal cell. So the number one, many differences, but the major difference is this boundary line is known as cell wall in plant cells. Okay, they have cellulose in it. The structure of its boundary is different from the structure of animal cell. Animal cell have cell membrane. and plant cell have cell wall, and both of them are constructed from different materials. This is bipolar membrane produced or created from lipids and proteins, and this is of cellulose. Okay, no need of getting into the details. The second main difference that if somebody put two cells in under the microscope and he say to you that differentiate which one cell is of animal and which one cell is of plant. So it is so simple. In plant cell there will be a big vacuole. This is the vacuole. That's why when we get fruit, over here our fruit is present. It stores food. Okay, that food is inside the cell, and inside the cell they have a separate storeroom or a big vacuole which is known as vacuole, which store our food, and that has pushed the nucleus from the center to one side. Its nucleus coming over here. The majority of space is occupied by this vacuole. In animal cell there will be proper organelles. In the middle there will be nucleus, around them the organelles will be present. Now this is the main difference, that if you see that one cell has a big vacuole in its cytoplasm and that has pushed nucleus to one side, so it means that this cell is of plant. Another cell that have a round shape, in the middle there is nucleus, it means that that is of animal cell. So this is very clear to everybody that how can we differentiate between plant cell and animal cell. Now getting inside to these cells, both have almost same organelles because their origin is same. Both of them are eukaryotic cells, but the structure is a little bit different. There is an addition of big vacuole and there is no vacuole, even though the organelles, ribosomes, lysosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, all of them are same as over there on the both sides. Okay. Now again, as I already told you people, that every cell has nucleus. Inside the nucleus there is DNA present, and that DNA have a proper coding of whole organism. But if every cell has the coding of whole organism, then why not it is individually a whole organism? So nature has put some restriction over this cell, that you have all the coding, but you are present in the brain, so you have to only activate and use the codes of brain. That is known as neuronal cell. If that cell is present in our muscles, so you have to suppress the all other codings and you have to only work and only activate and only use the codes of muscle. If you are present in digestive system, so you have to use only the codes and only the genes of digestive system. So then the cells differentiates different organs of a body or living organism. If it is plant, we have many tissues inside the plant, stem cell, cells or tissues for taking water up, xylophyme, phloem, fruit, this, that, wood, leaves. Every cell, when it activates a specific kind of genes and work over it, then it becomes part of the tissue, that specific tissue. Let's suppose if cells of digestive system, so it must all of them, these cells have only activated their genes, their codes of digestive system, so they perform a single work. So many cells combine together to form a tissue. Then many tissues combine to form an organ. Then many organs combine together to form an organ system. Let's suppose this is very simple. If we talk about the circulatory system, so we do not say that circulatory organ. we say system. So it means that that system is combination of many organs. These organs are the combination of tissue. Their tissue is the combination of cells, a specific type of cells performing same job, combining together. Okay, we are running off the time. So in the circulatory system, we have heart, we have arteries, we have capillaries, we have vein, we have blood. Each have its own individual organ. Like heart is a separate organ, arteries and veins are separate organs, blood is a separate organ. Okay, so they combine to form an organ system, and that system then work and as a one unit and circulate blood, nutrients, oxygen, this, that to every part and taking waste product from each and every cell of the body and doing their job of transportation. Now, coming towards the organelles, what is the main function of these small factories inside these cells? So again, it is very simple. Let's suppose this is a cell present in the digestive system, present in the brain, present in the eye, anywhere in the body, present in leaf, present in stem, present in roots. So it has a particular work to do. Now, who is going to control this work? Different stimuli is going to control their work. Stimulus means if I do not drink water, the water level go down in my body. There are receptors, natural receptors in our blood which detect that the water level in the body is going down from the normal. They send a message to our brain. From our brain, another message is delivered to specific tissue known as glands. They release hormones, and those hormones go towards that specific type of cell which is going to perform the duty of reserving water in the form of reducing sweating, in the form of reducing urination, in order to keep more water inside the body, in order to prevent the loss of water from the body, because we have deficiency of water coming. So the hormone come if this is the particular cell on which the hormone is going to act, so it attaches to the cell wall. If not, if this is the cell of digestive system and the hormone is going for the digestive system, it will accept. If it is the cell of brain, it will pass away. No any acceptance for this hormone over the cell membrane. Okay, so if it accepts it, it will go inside. It will take this message to the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, that particular genes will be activated. That particular genes will call for the organelles to produce this specific protein, to take this specific action. So if overall the whole tissue take a specific action, so it become larger and it become effective, and we gain that our target of controlling our fluid loss from our body. So this is the whole mechanism, big mechanism, a very very deep knowledge inside our tiny cell. So this was a superficial view. I think you people get confused about where we are going. Imagination inside to the cell, outside of the cell. So it's quite interesting, and I hope so that if you people do not understand the rest of the thing, but you people have get the idea of what is living, non-living, then in living how many types we have of the cells. On the basis of the cells we divide the living organism into prokaryotics, eukaryotics, then again eukaryotics to plants and animals, then again how plant cells are different from animal cells, and how one cell performs its job, and then how when we put it all together the job of cell, because that is the building block unit of our body. So we are able to perform our different daily activities and different jobs and be doing many things. So I hope so you people may understand this.
Thank you.
Thank you for your passion to listen to me.
Okay.
Thank you.
Math teacher, right?